Hi, my name is Richard Duffy. I am the product evangelist here at Enterpryze. What I'd like to do in this series of videos is I'm going to take you through some common end-to-end business scenarios that you may encounter when you are using Enterpryze. So what I'd like to do is start off by looking at Enterpryze from the perspective of a salesperson. Now, as you know, for many salespeople, they spend a lot of their time on the road. They spend a lot of their time visiting customers, doing paperwork after hours. So they really need the flexibility to be able to work the way that customers work. And so what we've done with Enterpryze is we have provided a series of mobile apps as well as a web-based app that's going to give salespeople inside your organization the ability to work with SAP Business One data no matter where they are. So I'm going to log on to the system, and by the way, you can do exactly the same thing as I'm doing here with Enterpryze. You can log on as demo1 at enterpryze.com, exactly as you see here. And the password that you would use there is demo1user. Okay, so I'm now going to sign in. So when I first come into Enterpryze, from a salesperson's perspective, there's a couple of key things that I really want to see. I want to be able to see all of my transactions first and foremost. So from here, I'm able to see all of the activities that are associated with me. I can see all of my sales opportunities. I can see all the quotes that I've prepared. I can see all the sales orders that I've entered or that other people have entered against my sales rep record in SAP Business One. I can also then see the deliveries, the sales invoices, as well as the companies that I have access to. So at any point in time from this 360-degree view, I'm able to click and drill down and look at all of this information. So for example, right here, I'm looking at all of my activities. And then of course, to drill down to any one of those activities, I simply click one of these fields here. So this is the activity record number, or I can click on the contact person's email or whatever the case may be. Now, when I'm preparing my information, when I'm thinking about what I need to do each day, I also have the ability to filter the information here. So I can go and filter on the customers that are most important to me and then go and focus my day's activities on those customers. I'm also able to quickly and easily create new activities from here. So whether it's a phone call, whether it's a meeting, whether it's a specific task I have to do, all of that functionality that's available in SAP Business One, I can do from inside the web app. The business partners that I work with, if I want to look at those business partners in detail, of course, I click up here on partners and I would be able to go in here and select to show customers. Now you remember in Business One, you've got customers and you've got leads. So by default, when you come in here, we're showing your customers, but you can, with one click, you can select so that the leads are shown here as well. And then of course, when you're looking at a customer, when you've got them on the phone, let's say for example, I'm dealing with this customer, Ada Technologies. With one click, I can drill down, I can see where they're located, I can get my driving directions as to how I'm going to get there, and then of course, I get a detailed picture of what the current status is with that customer. So I can click here and drill down and I can see all of the opportunities that are currently open with that customer, and you can see there's actually quite a lot there. And so from there, I can quickly and easily go back using these breadcrumbs up the top, and it will draw me back to the business partner record, and then I can go back one step further and go in and start looking again at the other customers that I might be interested in working with. Now I can add customers as favorites, because you see here I've got my little favorites bar. So if I wanted to add Ada Technologies as a favorite, I just click on the star there and you'll see, you get a message there that the favorite's been added. So it's really designed to help you as a salesperson navigate quickly and easily through the information. You're out there, you're talking to a prospective new customer and they've decided that they want to come on board, or you just want to add them as a lead. You can simply click here on Add a Customer. and it brings you in to that functionality where you're creating that new business partner. So you put in all of their main details, and then you're able to add quickly and easily the contacts and addresses for that customer. And then of course you can go and view that information at any point in time. Now the other advantage of this, depending on how you've been set up with your security, is you're able to go here and click on all transactions. And then not only will that show you your transactions, that will show you all transactions in the company. So that's great, you've got that visibility in the system, but then you want to start processing transactions and managing your pipeline. That's where you can go specifically into the sales area of functionality in Enterprise. So we start off with the pipeline. Now this pipeline and the structure of opportunities as they move through the different stages is configured in SAP Business One. So however that's configured, it's automatically picked up here inside the application. So I can view my opportunities, and I can view them by stage, or I can view them by month. So I like to look at my opportunities by stage, but here's the other thing. I can actually go in here and I can click on to show the stage details. So it gives me a little bit more information in this view. So it's actually showing me who the last salesperson was that this opportunity was assigned against. So of course in this scenario it's only showing me my opportunities, because you'll see up here I've got salesperson set to me. But of course I can go in here and I can say show me all opportunities. Or I'm able to go in and I can, if I'm the sales manager for example, I can go in here and I can specify that I want to look at another one of my sales team, and I want to look at the opportunities that they're responsible for. And so once I've got that pipeline there, I can quickly and easily drill down and look at the opportunities that make up that particular stage in the pipeline. So if I go here into opportunities for example, it's now showing me all of my opportunities, and you'll see here I've got a filter added to this process. So I've got this filter that is only showing me opportunities that are open. Now of course I can untick select all, and if I've got opportunities that are closed or won, it will show me those as well. So the system's context sensitive. It knows how to present the information in a way for you that keeps it simple, keeps it easy, and keeps it focused on the things that are important to you. So for example, if I go in here and I untick show only my data, and now I click on the filter, you'll now see there are other opportunities in there that have the status of lost or won. So I'm able to select those as well. Okay? So then once I've got all of those opportunities there, I'm able to quickly and easily drill down. Let's say I have decided I want to look at these by value. So I'm going to sort them by value from largest to smallest, because I want to spend my time focusing on the important opportunities. So here is a very important opportunity for $4 million. So let's drill down simply by clicking on that link, and I can now see everything that's happening with that. So this is an open opportunity. It's got a 50% chance of closing. I can see when the opportunity started and when I expected it to close. Now, this one hasn't been updated for a while, so I can go in here and I can simply click on Edit. And I can go in now and update the expected close date. So obviously we're now in 2017. So I'm now predicting that this opportunity, because I'm focused on it again, is going to close on the 2nd of June. And so I simply click Save, and that opportunity is then updated. Now I've also got some additional information about this opportunity. I now know that their level of interest is they are looking for a demo request. And then I can specify that they're in the manufacturing industry. And I can also go in here and say they came to us from a trade fair. So again, remember, all of this information is actually set up inside SAP Business One. What Enterprise does is it gives you a simplified online mobile view of that data. So for many organizations, they might be saying, look, we'd love to have our salespeople having access to SAP Business One. But as a salesperson, you just don't like the user interface. It can be a little bit too cluttered. I've even heard people use the expression, it's a bit of a click fest to get things done. Well, Enterprise addresses all of that for you. So there you go. You can see all that information that's available for you in your sales opportunities. And then I can create a sales quote from this opportunity. But let's dive back up here into our sales, and let's look at our sales orders. So now I'm able to view all of my sales orders here in the system. Again, I can filter all of this, and you're beginning to see a trend here. Now I want to show you a really nice little feature in the solution. Let's say here is a sales order for Parameter Technology, and I've just been speaking to Daniel Brown at Parameter. So I've got that sales order open, and Daniel's asking questions about it, and he wants to know what's happening with the delivery of that sales order. I can go up here into the URL. I can capture that URL, and I can then paste that into an email. All right, so paste it into an email, copy it into a text message or whatever the case may be. I then send that email to somebody else in my organization. They simply click on that URL, and what will happen is it will automatically take them straight into Enterprise, assuming they have the security rights. It'll take them straight into Enterprise, and it'll take them directly into that sales order document. All right, so every transaction that you're looking at in Enterprise, you have that capability to take that URL and send that out to people. All right, and that then will take them directly to that sales opportunity or the sales order or whatever the case may be. So then entering sales orders becomes very, very easy as well when you're using the Enterprise solution. It's very, very simple. You simply click here on Create a New Sales Order, and then we give you the same capabilities as you have in standard SAP Business One, but we've just laid it out in a format and in an interface that's much easier to use. So I can start typing my customer's name. So let's say it's Earthshaker. So there they are, Earthshaker Corporation. Which of my contacts there is placing the order? Well, it's Bob McKensley. And right now, Earthshaker are actually set to use British pounds, which is fine. The system, again, is going to pick up those different currencies that are set up in SAP Business One. Right now, I'm the salesperson, so Demo 1. But you know what? I'm entering this order on behalf of James. So I have the capability to do that. And here is the posting date, and here is the delivery date. And here's my status right now, it's open. So then that's pretty much the header of the order put in. So now I just go in and start adding my products. Now, if I've got thousands and thousands of products, I may want to narrow down the products that I'm looking at just by selecting a category first. Okay, so these are all your product categories that are set up inside SAP Business One. So for example, I'm looking at JB printers, and now when I'm selecting my products from this list, I'll only see the JB printers. So here we go, there's a JB Office Print 1420. Now keep an eye on this little area over here, and you'll see what happens. When I change the quantity, it says checking in SAP. So what it's doing there is it's going in and it's saying, okay, is there a quantity break price for this particular product, for this particular customer? So all those standard rules that are set up inside SAP Business One automatically come across here. So as a salesperson, all you have to do is focus on getting the sales order in. All of those rules are set. But of course, if I need to, I can go ahead and I can apply a discount for them. So I'm going to give them a 5% discount. Then I can add a new line. Same scenario again, except this time I'm going to select from all of my products. And they want a rainbow color jet 7.5, and in this case they want 5 of those. All right, I'm going to give them a 5% discount on here as well. So that's it. Very quick, very easy, very straightforward. And now I hit save, and it's automatically going to send a confirmation to the customer of the sales order. So I'll say, okay, yep, I do want that to go out. And there is my sales order. So I can go in here, and if needs be, I can email that document again. So if I've looked it up separately, I can go out and I can email that out. All right, so that's the sales order functionality. And then, of course, when I come back in here, I've then got all of my activities as well. Because as a salesperson, you'll know managing and tracking your activities is really, really critical. So you're able to go in here, and you're able to pick any particular day, and you can see all the activities that you have scheduled for that day and all the activities that you actually completed on that day. So as a salesperson or a sales manager, it makes it really, really easy to get visibility of exactly what's going on in the sales team. Just while we're talking about activities, let's just quickly dive back. Let's say I'm working on a sales opportunity, and I've got a sales opportunity here. Here we go. Here's another big one for Ada Technologies. So it's opportunity number 70. Let's click on drill down on that. So you can see as that opportunity is moved through the different stages, and you can see the related activities for that opportunity. So the other thing you can do is when you are back here in your pipeline, it becomes very, very easy to manage your pipeline as well. So let's go back and I'm going to look at my opportunities. So there we go, I select me. I can now see all of my opportunities in here. Now if I want to create a new activity, all I do is I simply click up here on the plus key under add a linked activity, and away I go. Made a follow-up call. And the activity type, again, it was relating to new business. And it's assigned to me, but by the way, if I'm a sales manager, or maybe I'm a telesales team member and I'm recording these activities, maybe I'm on the telephone and I'm getting calls from customers and I need to allocate this to a salesperson, I can simply go in here and select the salesperson that I want to allocate it to. So with the pricing model of Enterpryze, suddenly you've now got a really great solution. If you have outsourced telesales teams, if you have an inside sales team, you can now give them access to the SAP Business One functionality they need to help the rest of your sales team, because with Enterpryze being $9.95 US per user per month, it suddenly changes the whole economics of having those people with access to SAP Business One. So I'm going to put in my details here. I put in all the details. When did this activity start? And it automatically picks up the date and the time that it is right now. What's my action? It was a phone call. And the activity subject was follow up. And the priority, well, it was a high priority call. And you'll see the location of that. I actually made this call from the office. And there you can see there's the end time in there as well. So I now hit save, and that new activity is now logged against that first meeting. But now remember, I said they were ready for a quotation. So that means this opportunity can now be moved from the first meeting stage to the quotation stage. So all I do is I click on that opportunity and I drag it across here into the quotation phase. It's asking me for a little bit of information. Why am I moving it to the quotation phase? So I'll say customer asked for a quote, and then I'll hit save, and that's now good to go. So anybody else that's then using standard SAP Business One, they can see all this information. Your colleagues can see the information, your sales managers can see the information if they have been granted the rights to view everybody's information in the system. Hopefully that makes sense. So that's how a salesperson would then utilize the solution. We've got a series of other demonstration videos that are going to take you through how the expense entry functionality works, how the service entry functionality works, because as a salesperson being out on the road, you might also, of course, be responsible for capturing your expenses and submitting those. You might also be responsible for making deliveries, or also from time to time doing service, because remember, service is not just necessarily about going out and fixing things. It can also be about managing and tracking your customer service process. So that's the web app, but that's just the tip of the iceberg, because of course you're out on the road and you might not necessarily have access to a full web browser environment. You want to use your mobile device. Let's go ahead now and take a look at the mobile app sales functionality that's available to you with Enterpryze.